Okay, let's begin. So, good evening. Yesterday we were looking from. Okay, let me move to that section. So for today you will see from page styling. Okay. So yesterday what happened is there were two questions. One is like how to create a two-sided document and how to convert it to an one-sided document. So first you will see that. Okay. So this is a document in which you can see the document class is book. Okay. You can see the document class is book. If I put any percentage sign, the comments or anything, what are the things present next to the comment will not get printed. So this is for commenting. Okay. You can use percentage sign. And one more thing is like if you want to type percentage, what you have to do is you have to put a slash and you have to put percentage. Okay. And the same way, if you want to type the curly bracket inside a test means there also you have to put open curly bracket again slash another close. So another thing is like this and symbol, you cannot use it directly in LaTeX. For that also you have to put a slash and you have to put and. Why? Because and is used for separating columns in table in LaTeX command. So you cannot use those things directly in LaTeX. So if you want to use any of the symbols like dollar, curly bracket, open or close, and symbol, so in that case, you have to put this backward slash, then you have to use these symbols. Keep in mind, if any of these are present without this slash means what happens? The document will never compile. So that will give you an error. So keep in your mind, these are some small mistakes many people do while creating a document. And if you are creating a big document means then it is another difficult for you to trace the errors. Okay, so I will compile this. So here I have given the document class is one side, and I have used the geometry package. So this is the package to set the margins, as well as I have defined it as an A4 paper, and I have given these commands. So always there were some people who typed this begin document and then they gave the test and they didn't put this end document. So in LaTeX, if you start any command with this begin command, okay, if it is a begin document, you should end with a begin end document. So these two commands should be present. If this end is not present also, your document will not compile at all. So these are some small examples that you should keep in your mind. So now I'm going to compile this document. So you have the output. So output you can see, so you have the title page. Why this title page is coming means because I gave it a make title. Okay, next to the title page there is a blank space is there, but this shouldn't come. I will tell you how to clear that. Okay, now you can see this document. You can see in the second page you have a left margin is big, and in the third page you have a right margin is big. So this is because you are using this book class. So if you want to change it into a this is a two-sided document. The default book class will create you a two-sided document like this. The margin will be different. So if you want to create a one-sided document, you have to give an argument inside this square bracket like one side. Okay, and if you compile, so what happens is you will get a document. So you can see only the left side is big. So this is a simple way. This is the way by which you can change from one side to a two-side document. The default documents what you create using a book class, only the book class will create you a two-sided document. Other articles are a single-side document or one-side document. So if you put this one side, what happens? You will get a one-side document. So when you give this one side, this problem is getting cleared. Okay, so but if you are giving two side, this problem is coming. So if you still want to clear the page, you can give a command like after the make title, because this blank page is coming after the make title. So what you can do is you can type this command like let slash clear double place here clear page. So it will okay, I will show you that. Okay, you have this blank page. So what you can do is you can put this command next to the make title, that is /let/clear double page /clear page. So now if you compile, what happens? Okay, the page is gone. So if you want to add table of contents, that is simple. You just put /table of contents and you will get the table of contents page. Okay, it's there. So if you have a blank page, because it comes next to the table of contents, you can put it here, and if you compile, you can remove the blank page. So that's how you can create a one-side and a two-side document using this LaTeX. So next, some people are asking yesterday, where can you find more details about this LaTeX? So you can see all the packages. So yesterday I was speaking about this package geometry. Okay, geometry is used for setting the margins, as well as it is used for keeping the type of the page, that is it may be a not or a4 or a5 paper. So there, like this, numerous packages are there. So you can see this CTAN is Comprehensive Text Archive Network. This is the website where all the packages are kept. So if you type any new package in your LaTeX and you compile, what your MyText does is, that is a background software, it will take the package from the CTAN network and it will install in your system and it will compile. Okay. You can see there are 5,844 packages are available for LaTeX. So that's why LaTeX doesn't have any specific documentation. Okay, we'll search for this geometry package. Okay. So the first one. So when you come down, you will have this package documentation. Okay, so this package documentation will tell you how to use that package. So if you are going for a new package, what you have to do is you have to come to the CTAN, search for the package, open the package documentation, and you have to read. Inside the documentation, they will tell what if you use a different syntax, what will happen, how it will affect your document. Everything will be clearly written in this package documentation. Other doubt was like, if we need any comments or any help, where can we search for that? For that, this is Stack Exchange. Okay, you have to go to text.stackexchange.com. So here, whoever is having any doubts, what they do is they will post their doubt in this website, and some other people will have some experts will answer to their queries. So those type of queries will be here. You can see they have some question and one person has answered. So from here, you can, if you also have any doubt, you can post it here, or if you search for your doubts, maybe some other people also would have had the same doubt, and the answer you will find from this website very easily. So these two websites will come very handy when you are working with LaTeX. So keep in mind, the first one is ctan.org. ctan.org. This is the website where you have the package, or it is a package repository. Okay. Next one is like you have this text.stackexchange.com. So here you can search for your doubts and you can get your doubts cleared. So this is about your paper size. So there is another doubt, like some people are having doubts like where we will explain how to edit a LaTeX journal templates for Elsevier, Springer, or IEEE. So you have this document class book. Okay, you have this book. So I will for if you are going for IEEE document, you have to change this class to IEEE trans. That is IEEE transaction. So that is an article. So you will not have this chapter and table of conducts. Okay, I will delete all those things. We will have the title because all the articles are having this title. Okay, so we will use this document class IEEE trans. Okay, then we have this package, then title, author, date is there. We have begin document and we have the sections. You all know article doesn't have a chapter. So when we compile, okay, there is some error. IEEE class is not found. Okay, sorry. Uh, okay, one more thing is like in the what mistake I did, I will tell you. In this document class, you have to give us IEEE tran, not yes. This yes should not be there. Even a small spelling mistake will not compile your document. So now what happens is I made a error and this console did not proceed further. Okay, you see it is asking for it. Enter the file name. You can give this class file manually, but I don't have the class file manually. There is a different name. So what I am doing is you have to press this close, that is about the previous console, and I am compiling it again. Okay, so now you see, so you can see this is how your IEEE article will look. There is a double column. So here you can add the abstract, or you can add images, you can add tables, whatever the things you can. You can add algorithms, you can add images, equations, what are the things you need to add, you can add here. Apart from this, another thing is like uh, most of the journals are having their own template, and that will have a different style. Style means only the class file you will define. Okay, the class file will be different for different journals, but section is same in any latex document. Let it be article or let it be book or whatever you create, section is a section, and next will come the subsection, and other is the subsection. Then you have the paragraph, then you have the sub paragraph. Okay, this is how you can create a this. You can see very much simple. You just change the class and it converted into a two column in the format of your IEEE article. So this is converting one document from one format to another format is very much easy in case of this latex. So next one is like yesterday some people are speaking about this font size. Okay. So in the default class, okay, this book articles are default classes that comes along with the MyText. There are other classes or created by some other people which intends to solve their own problems. But the default class book will support only 3 font sizes, that is 10, 11 and 12. Okay. So default font size is 10 point, 11 point and 12 point. So if you want the default is 10 point, so if you want to change it to a 12 point, you can put the square brackets and give just 12 point and you compile. So the document will be changed into a 12 point and document. You see I kept some symbols here. Okay, I told how you to type the symbols. If you want a percentage, you have to put it a slash percentage, a curly bracket, slash curly bracket, and also slash and. You cannot put I'll remove and I will check. Just and if you put, what happens? You have error. Okay, there is some error. Misplaced alignment tab character, because this and is used as a tab character in your table. So when I'm teaching you about this table, we will look into that. So you have to put an and, close this, and again you have to compile. Then only it will compile. Okay. So next thing is, okay, I am speaking about this page sizes, font size. Okay. In LaTeX, we will define the page size, like that's a font size like tiny, script size, footnote size, small, normal size, large, that also capital LARG, large, huge and huge. Okay, if your document font size is 10 point, okay, that is document font size is, you are setting the whole document font size to 10 point. And if you, for a particular section, if you give it as tiny, then it will be a 5 point. So this is the conversion table which LaTeX people use in creating documents. So okay, you may ask, if you want to create a document with a big font size, what should I do? What you can do is, you can there is another document class known as Memoir, okay, which will support 12 font sizes, that is from 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 17, 20, 25, 30, 36, 40, 60. That is, Memoir means what you have to do, this is a class file, okay, you have to remove the book and you have to give a memo here and you have to compile. So in this way, there are many classes are there. You can, if you have any problems, that is, you want to create a document with big font size, you can just create the, use a different package, or you can change it to a class file and you can create a document. Okay, next we will go into page style. Okay. So I hope most of your people's are doubts are cleared. Okay, then other doubts is like how we create landscape and portrait pages in a single document. Yeah, I'll tell you that today we'll be covering that also. Can we copy paste our notes in each section during article writing? So I am not clear about the question. Sometimes journals provide their LaTeX template. Yes, most of the times journals provide their LaTeX templates. Okay, so okay, page style. Okay, page style means, that is, you have a header and a footer. Okay, this header and footer you can define whether you are what should come in a header, what should come in a footer. So these things you can define using this page style. Okay, you'll see that. I will compile this document. So page style, I told you page style means header and footer. We all know most of our documents in the footer or in the header we have our page numbers. Okay, so when you look into this presentation, we have a different type of page numbering style in case of LaTeX. Okay, if it is, you have to define it like maybe Arabic means if you give 1, 2, 3, Roman means this small 1, 2, 3, capital ROMN means capital 1, 2, 3, ALPH means ABC, capital ALPH means capital ABC. So how you have to use this is slash page numbering, then you have to type in the style inside, that is either maybe Arabic, Roman, or capital ROMAN or ALPH. So in this document, if you look, okay, if you look into this document, okay, so here also we are going to create a book. Okay, we have a title page. Okay, we have the begin document. Next to the begin document, we have this make title. So I have given it like page numbering is Roman for table of contents. Okay, that is page numbering is Roman for table of contents. And after table of contents, I am giving the page numbering as Arabic page numbering. And I have given the set counter as page number should start from 1. Okay, so you will see. So we have this first page. First page don't have a page number. Okay, we have this contents. It starts at 1, 2. Then we have this chapter. This is also this starts from 3. So for changing this, you need to use a package known as Fancy HDR. Okay, so there are numerous packages available in LaTeX for setting this page numbers. So what this fancy HDR does is, so it will create you to create custom header and footer. Okay, you can reset the page numbering, you can customize page numbering styles. These things will be done using this package fancy HDR. So this is how you can set the page numbers. And some doubts were there, like how to create a, document in landscape and portrait mode. So that also will define by this package geometry. So you have this document. Okay, so this document is, I will remove everything. Okay, you have this document. This is created in portrait mode. Okay, this document is created in portrait mode. So if you want to convert a particular section into landscape, what you have to do is you can put this comments, that is begin landscape, end landscape only for this section. So I am using this Lipsum package for creating this random test. Okay, you don't have to bother about that. We have a section title, and if you want to convert only a particular page, you have to give this title and use the package, use package LSCAP. Okay, if you compile, what will happen, we'll see. So this converts only the content. Okay, this will convert only the content. You can see the page number is at the bottom, and only the content on that page is converted into landscape mode. So if you want to convert the whole this page into landscape mode, is you have to use this package PDF LSCAP. Okay, you have to use this package PDF. Now you will see what happens. Okay, you see the whole page is converted into landscape mode. So you may ask another question: if I want to write the whole document in landscape mode, what should I do? What you can do is you can use the package geometry. Okay, this is the geometry package. You can add this command, that is landscape, and if you compile, what happens, the whole document will you converted into landscape mode. So you can, in latex, you can orient only the content, okay, into another mode, or the whole page you can convert, you can turn it into landscape mode. And same way, the entire document also you can change it into landscape mode. So this is how you can change the page into landscape mode. So other two commands here are like, you have commands like page break and new page. Okay, I will tell you what is a page break and what is a new page. So you may, while you are typing a document, you will feel that, okay, this content should go to the next page. So for that, what you can do means, so I will compile this first. So here I will type the command /page break. So what we are expecting is this title should go to the next page. So what happens is, if you put a page break, the contents in the previous page will get aligned to fit the page, and this the content next to the page break will go to the next page. But what will happen if you give the command new page? You see, there is an empty space coming at the end of the document. So if you want to avoid this white space, what you have to do is you have to give page break. So always keep in mind, page break and new page are two different commands that solves two different purposes. Okay. So next you will see this footnote. So some people will when some people are writing some document, what happens, they will put some references or some other important information in the footnote region. So if you want to create a footnote, how you can create means you can type /footnote, then open bracket, you have to type the content what should come in the footnote, and then come back. So we'll see what happens. See, so this is a place I typed this, so it gave the reference like 1, and in the footnote it kept 1 as this is a footnote, the content which I type here. So anything what you want to put in the footnote, you can put like this. So yesterday some people are asking how to create a multi-column document. So next we'll see this creation of multi-column document. So this is a normal document. Okay, this is typeset as single column. So if you want to create a multi-column document in the article class, what you have to do is just put the command like 2 column before the article and you can combine. You got a 2 column document. So here there are 2 comments are there. Next to the make title, we have kept the column separation rule. That is, the space between the 2 columns is set as 20. So what happens if you put 40? What happens? So nothing will change. Why? Because this commands are set by this multi-column package. Okay, this is set by multi-column package. So if you want to write the whole document in 2 column mode, you can use this document class 2 column then article. And if you want to keep only a particular part in 2 column mode, what you can use this? You can use this multi-column package, that is /use package multi-column. And what you have to do is, if you want to have a 3 column document, okay, for example, you think you're going to create a 3 column document, so you will give begin, the command is multi cols, okay, that is you will give /begin multi-cols, and then you will define how many number of columns you need. You can have 3, 4 or 5 or 6 columns you can have, and you will give also end it with an end multi-cols. So if you begin a document, end is also very much important. So make sure if you begin a command, you end it also. So now we will combine. You see the separation is much wide. That is because I kept it at 40. We'll keep it at 20 and we'll combine. So you can see by using this command, I can adjust the space between these 2 columns. Okay. Next one is we have this column separation rule. The column separation rule is the line which we are seeing between these 2 columns, and that is kept at 1 point. I can keep it at 5 points. You can see you can change the distance between 2 columns as well as If there is any line between the column, the thickness of the line also you can change. Okay. Then next, you have some paragraph here. Okay, we have some 3 paragraphs. Okay, you can specify where a paragraph should break. Okay, I am creating a 3-column document, that is begin multi-column and end multi-column, and I am telling LaTeX to consider this as a separate column and this section as another separate column and this section another separate column. So if you compile, what will happen? Okay, the LaTeX will correctly break and put these contents into 3 separate columns. Okay, so you can see, although I created a 3 separate column, LaTeX put this in one column and the other 2 paragraphs, because this column break is a percentage symbol is there, so it did not consider it as a command. And what happens, it considered the whole thing as a single paragraph and it continuously kept it into 2 columns. So what you can do is you can remove this and you can check it one more time. Now you see it has created or put the content properly into 3 columns. So now you can create a 2-column or 4-column or a 3-column document using LaTeX. Okay. Next thing is reading an error message. Reading error message is very much essential in case of your LaTeX. So yesterday I told, when you are compiling a document, you have to look into the console. Console you can enable by going to Window, then you can click Show Console Output. This console is very much essential in compiling a document, because any problems or any errors you make in your document, all the errors will get told in this console output. For example, so this is the multi-column document what we saw earlier. Okay. A person is writing this document. What happens? He opened this curly bracket, but he failed to close the curly bracket. So what will happen? We'll see. See, there is an multi-column was not complete because it get open and it did not close. Okay, you see this curly bracket 3, it is a runaway argument. So if you close this bracket, then your LaTeX will run. So syntax is very much important. Many people will try LaTeX and then they will not proceed using LaTeX because of this simple problems, because they will write a document or they will download a template from the internet, and what will happen is the person who put it on the internet, somewhere he would have missed this bracket or some comments. So the person who is compiling, what he will thought, okay, LaTeX is very difficult, okay, some errors are coming always, because this person will believe the person who put the document on the internet blindly, and the person who is intended to learn the LaTeX will fail that because of these small problems. So always make sure you give response to the console outputs. Okay, so reading error message means you have to read and solve. So this will be the structure of the error message, how you see there, what I show in the console output. Okay, so one simple error. Okay, what happens? This you will get an error like undefined control sequence. What happens is the person put the class article, who created the begin document and created chapter title, but this did not fulfill because the begin did not end. So you have to end the document. So what happens? You will get an error like undefined control sequence / chapter because the begin document is not ended. Next one, you have a package error. Okay, so here we'll see. So this person put begin landscape and end landscape, but what happens? He did not, in the preamble he did not, there is a preamble is this part, he did not use the package. Okay, if you are the comments are or the conditions what you use in the latex is very much dependent on the package. Okay, so make sure if you put a command that does not belong to a package that you did not define in the preamble, that also will lead into an error. Okay, why? Because this begin landscape end landscape is specific to this LSCAPE package. Okay, in that case it will tell environment landscape is undefined. Next error is like a person type the package use package LSCAPS. Okay, but the package name is LSCAPE, but he put an extra s, so you will get an error like lscapes.sty not found. Okay, so you have to read the error and you have to rectify what is the problem occurred in your document. Okay, so then another thing is like another person type like slash begin, he opened the curly bracket and he put the landscape, but he did not close the bracket, so that it will give an error, paragraph ended before slash begin was complete. So you have to always, if you put a open curly bracket, it should end with a close curly bracket. So this is very, very important when you are creating a latex document. So other errors is like if you begin a document with landscape, it also should end with end landscape. So here you see it has begin with landscape and the person typed with end multi-columns. So you'll get an error like this. The begin landscape on some line ended by end multi-columns. So this is how you have to rectify the error and you have to proceed further in creating the documents. So now we will be seeing about this formatting the text. We will see how to increase or decrease the font size, use different font styles. Okay. So in Word, if you want to create a bold text, you select the text and you will click on Control B. And if you want to create italics, you will see Control I. You will put. But in case of latex, what happens is you have to, if you want to make a text bold, what you have to do is you have to type test BF curly bracket end bracket and the text should come inside this bracket. If you want to have italics, you can give either test it or you can emphasize. If you want to underline, you can have underline curly bracket, inside the curly bracket you can keep the text. So you can have italics underline for the same text. That is like first you have to use this command, okay, that I will show you. First you will see the presentation and so these are the commands how we will keep format the test. So superscript or subscript. For superscript, what you have to do is you have to give, if you want to make this test in superscript, you have to type slash test superscript. Inside the bracket you have to type this text. Subscript means slash test subscript. So these are the font sizes. Okay. If you put tiny, it will be very small. Script size, this is the font nomenclature, that is from small to big, that is tiny, script size, small, footnote size, small, normal size, large, huge. So this is the way the font size is defined in latex. So we'll see this example. So I have given this document. Okay, we are creating a sample document. So this test I'm going to kept it as boldface. Okay, that is BF is your boldface. So this should become bold, and this content, okay, should be italics, and this content should be underlined. Okay, and inside the document, I opened a curly bracket, I ended a curly bracket, put slash large, and I kept text. What? Because this text will be large in size. What will happen if I did not put this open curly and close curly? What happens is all the text coming next to this large will be large in size. If I put this curly open curly and end curly bracket, if I put the text in between these two things, only this text will be large in size. Okay. Next, you can also have footnote size. Okay, we'll compile and we'll see. This is the paragraph which we saw. Okay, this area, okay, that is Vice editor, which I put in bold face, and this content is written in plain text, which is given as emphasized. Okay, then this concentrate I kept underline, and this text I kept it as large, and this sentence I kept it as footnote size. Okay, so you want to emphasize this also, you want to italics as well as you want to boldface. So what you can do is you have to type /emph and put the whole thing inside a curly bracket. Okay, again, if you want to underline, you can put underline and put the whole thing inside that curly bracket. So you can have multiple comments also. You see, this becomes capital, italics as well as underline. So this is the way you have to type. Okay, so next, if you want to make a whole paragraph into small size, means what can you put? You can put /tiny, type the whole paragraph, and if you want to another size, means you can change into the normal size. So even though the whole document is written in a 10-point or 12-point size, you can change the size of a single word, single line, or a single paragraph, or multi paragraphs in LaTeX. Okay, there is question like, are footnote size and small same font size? Okay, you can see if you are creating, there is if you are having a 10-point size document for your question, your footnote size is 8 point and your small is 9 point. So there is only 1 point difference. That's why you may not see the difference here. Okay, so this is how you can change the font size in a document. So next, many people are asking how to add color in the same text. Okay, we are going to coloring our text. Okay, so for coloring, you need the package Xcolor. Okay, we need the package Xcolor. Without Xcolor package, we cannot give colors to the text. Okay. So we'll go to the presentation, back to the presentation. So how to give colors. So if you want to give a text blue color, what you have to do is you can give /text color in the bracket. If you want to give it as blue color, you can put blue. Okay, and another curly bracket, you have to put your text. If I want to put my text is colored in this color, this text I want to make it blue, I will put this text inside this curly bracket. You can have mix the colors. Okay, that is for that /text color inside the bracket red !70. That means you will get a mixture of 70% red and 30% white. Okay, if you want to mix red and blue, you can have /text color red 70 and the rest will be blue, that is 30% will be blue. You can mix colors, you can take RGB coloring. You can have, there are many packages are available for coloring the text. So today we will be seeing only with the package Xcolor. Okay, so here I have given like, I will color this text with red and white instead of red and white, and I will color this text with blue color, and I will color this place with red and mixture of red and blue, and we will compile this package and we will see. You can see you have colors. So if you want to have bold also, you can give, what you have to do is you can text df. Okay, put the whole thing inside the bracket. So that region will be bold. So anything you can do. That is, all the commands should have their syntax, or inside the curly bracket you have to put it properly. Then you can give the colors. Okay, you can see. So you can see you can have multiple colors. So page coloring is also there. Okay, you can have page coloring. So this X color supports another argument known as DVIPS names. So there are some color names are there. Okay, color names are there. You can search in internet for standard color names. You will get the color name. So here I will tell you, I am going to create a new. There is a color known as apricot. So I am going to give the page color apricot. Okay. So for that, if you want to give this name coloring, you have to use the argument DVIPS names. See, the page is colored. So we'll see. I'm adding a new page. We'll see what happens. You see, you can have two colors. So you can have multiple colors also. Every page can have separate colors. In a single paragraph, you can have multiple colors. What are the colors you require, you can keep. So this is all about your test coloring. So next we will see about test aligning. Okay. So we all know most of the times we will justify our test. So a document can have left, right, centered, or justified. Okay. When you create a lattice document, the default justification is justified. Okay. If you want to align a document to left align, means you can put the test in between /begin flush left and /end flush left. If it is center align, means begin center, end center. And if it is like you want to push all the test to right alignment, means you can begin the test with flush right and you can end with flush right. So you can also use the commands like flush left, centering, and flush right. But there is one problem. If you are using these commands, if you want to make it to justify, again, if you want to justify it back, what happens? You have to put the command ragged to you. That is a package known as ragged to you. If you add this command only, you can justify the document. Okay. So this package is very much important in case if you have multiple alignments. So I am using this, I have kept this ragged 2E package. You can see, so I have kept begin. I have used this Lipsum package for creating this random test, that is begin flush left and end flush left. Okay. So I will compile and show you. So you can see the first paragraph is left aligned, second paragraph is center aligned, third paragraph is right aligned. Okay. So here also this is center align. Okay, that you can use the command as centering. For left you can give flush left and flush right. Okay. So what will happen if I remove this justify? The document goes for left right alignment because the previous paragraph is flush right. The same thing will apply to this paragraph also. So what you have to do is you have to click right / justify so that this paragraph will be justified. So this is about your alignment, that is left, right, centering, as well as justification of the document. So next one is spacing. Okay, so spacing, how you can add is you can have use this package set space. Okay, so whatever you are doing in LaTeX, it is defined by a separate package. Okay, whatever you are doing, it is defined by a separate package. So here for creating this line spacing, you have to use this package set space. So if you want to create the entire document with single spacing at the beginning of the document, that is, you will start with the begin document. Next to that, you have to put single spacing. Okay, if you put single spacing, what happens? The whole document will be single spacing. If you put 1.5, that is 1.5 spacing. If you can also use double spacing, in that case, the whole document will be created using double spacing. A particular certain paragraph, if you want to create using a different spacing, is what you can use is you can put this slash begin single space. Okay, all the three you cannot use. You can use only three commands inside this bracket. So that is begin document single space, close the bracket, keep the test in between, and you can end the document. Okay. So this is about your fixed spacing. Then if you want to, you have two paragraphs. So okay, if you want to increase the space between two paragraphs, you have to use these commands, that is slash v space 12 point or 10 point or 15 point you can put, or you can use small skip or medium skip or big skip or vfill. These are some of the commands which is used for creating vertical spacing between two paragraphs. And horizontal spacing means you can put this slash or slash comma. This, if you put a slash and a comma, it will create only one space. And you can also put slash h space 12 point or slash h space. Okay, so these are the commands which you are using for creating spacing in a document. So here I have kept the margin of the document as 1 inch. That is margin equal to 1 if you give means all the four sides will be set to 1 inch. That is top, left, right and bottom. Okay. Next is you can add this package, that is use package set space. So if you use this package, you can set the line space. Okay. So we will compile and we will see. The first two paragraphs are created using double spacing. Okay, so what happens if I comment this and if I run this, what happens? You can see the whole document is created into double spacing. Okay, the whole document. If you want to apply the spacing to the whole document, next to your begin document, you have to keep this command slash double spacing. This can be single spacing, double spacing, or 1/2 spacing. So if you want to do it for a particular paragraph, what you can do is you can put this command and you can either type any of this. You see, the whole document I gave the command double spacing, and only for these two paragraphs I gave the command 1/2 spacing. You can also change like that. Okay, for a particular paragraph also you can change the spacing accordingly. So next we saw these commands like small skip, medium skip, big skip. Okay, that we will see. So these paragraphs, the space between these paragraphs. Okay. You see the space between these paragraphs. That is, if you put a small skip, you will get only a small space between here. Okay. If I change this to big, what will happen? See, the space between these two spaces has been increased. So if you want 22, I will give it as 30. See, the space has been increased. So this is the way you can increase or decrease the space between two paragraphs. So next thing is, this is the way we can increase the horizontal space. Next we will see how we can increase the vertical spacing. Okay. So you have this document. So you see this command. Okay. So latex. Okay. If you put a slash, it will give a space. If you put a slash and a comma, it will also the same thing. A little more space will be increased. You can see a small space is introduced. But if you put H fill, what happens is it will split the sentence. One will go to the left hand and other will go to the right hand. Okay, it will align properly to the left and right of the document by using the command /H fill. So your latex is written in this form. The name latex, that is capital L, capital A, T, E, H. So if you want to type this anywhere, how you can type is you can put /LATS, capital L, small a, capital T, small e, capital S. If you type this form, what happens? You will get this way in latex. The only thing is you have to put a slash in front of the command. So next thing is, okay, when you are typing in Word, for example, this is a document. You see this? This is a document. So what happened was, by mistakenly you kept a big space in between these two words. Okay, so if you take printout of this document in Word means what happens? This space will be there. Okay, but in latex, what will happen is, whatever space is there between two words, latex will consider it only as a single space. So whether you give 2 spacing or 3 space or 4 space or 5 space, and if you create a big space between two words and if you compile, this latex will not put that much space in between the two words. You will get only a single spacing. So that in that way, latex is very good. So sometimes we will put 2 or 3 spaces in a Word file and we will be forgetting to delete them. But latex, it takes care of these things automatically. Okay. So these two slanted lines are there, right? Why these two slanted lines? Okay. If I remove these two slanted lines, what will happen? Okay, I have removed and I'm compiling. What happens? Latex put the first line and the second line into a single line by compiling. So how you can avoid this means, if you are writing 2 paragraphs, if there is no space between 2 paragraphs or a single space between 2 paragraphs means, latex will combine the 2 paragraphs into a single paragraph. So there must be always a space between 2 paragraphs. Okay, you see, if there is a space, it puts the lines properly. Or you can solve this problem by putting a 2 slash symbols, so that what happens, it will break the line there. Okay, we will also see like this. Okay, we have, you wrote this document into a single line. Okay. Same, nothing will happen because these 2 lines will tell latex to break the line at that point and shift it into an next line. Okay. We have kept this command no indent. Okay, no indent means in most of the thesis or articles what we write, first line will get in a paragraph, the first word will get indented by some tab space. It may be one or two tab space. So in LaTeX also that is there. A small space will be left before the word to create some white space. So if you don't want this white space, what you can do is you can put this command, that is /no indent. Okay, so if you put this line, what happens? LaTeX will not indent this document. So we'll delete this and you will see an indent space has been created. So if you want to remove this, you can put /no indent. So if no indent is there, LaTeX will know there is no indenting of this line. So that way you can create the document. So far we have seen line spacing, that is 1.5 double and entire. You can fix line spacing for the entire document, as well as you can fix the line spacing for a particular section. You can insert vertical and horizontal spacing, and you can also provide horizontal space. So next important thing is bullets and numbering. So I will stop today's session with this bullets and numbering, and we will have some time so that if anyone is having any questions, I will try to answer the questions in that time. So next is bullets. So for creating bullets, you need to use the package enumerate. So now I am showing different documents which is having only that particular package. But if you are creating a thesis, there will be many packages present. Okay, many packages like use package enumerate, use package AMS symbol, and use package geometry, use package XColor, use package graphic X. Many packages will be there. So you can have multiple packages. Okay, you can put so many number of packages here. So when you are compiling, the LaTeX will take the commands from here. So I have kept this begin document and it ends with an end document. There are many types you can, or many ways you can create a bullets in case of this LaTeX. So one is an itemized environment. Okay, then you have this enumerate environment, and you can have this description also. Okay, so you'll see everything in detail. So you see, I have start with itemize. Itemize means it will create bullet style. Okay, it will create bulleting style. And inside the itemize also I can have another itemize, so that it will create as a sub list. Okay, we have the main list, and inside that if I put another begin and end itemized list, you will get a sub list inside this. Okay. So next also I can have enumerate. Enumerate will create the numbering. Okay, enumerate will create the numbering. If you give default enumerate, means what happens, it will give the numbering as 1 2 3 4 5, so that you can pass the command like I dot, means it will create like 1 2. Okay, it will create in this format. So what is description? Description, the format is you have to put item inside a square bracket, you have put some test. So that test will be bold and the other test will come next to it. So this is a description list. Description list you have to start with /begin description and end description. So in LaTeX you have three forms, that is, first one is itemize, then you have this enumerate. Itemize is bullets, enumerate is numbering, and you can have this description also. Okay, you may ask question, if I want to change the bullets, what I have to do? You have to use this command renew command slash label item I into diamond. So this diamond comes from the package AMS symbol. Okay, this AMS is another package which contains numerous it contains numerous symbols. So if you put slash diamond, you'll see what happens. Okay, you see it is changed into diamond. Okay, see, if you put label item II, that is a second section, what will happen? You can change it into black square. Okay, so this is the way you can change that. You can have different square or diamond or many symbols. If you look into the documentation of this AMS symbol, there are many symbols are there. You can create many type of symbols using this AMS symbol package, as well as you can create beautiful looking this items in latex. So with this, I will stop today's session. Okay. See, you can have black square, square, bullet, C dot, diamond, many styles you can have. So with this, I will stop today's session. We will see tomorrow. So I will move into your questions. There are many questions are there. I will try to answer on questions. Can we copy paste our notes in each section during article writing? Yeah, you can copy and paste from Word into LaTeX. There is no problem. But make sure some special characters that you have created in your Word file will not copy properly into your LaTeX. So that you will have to edit manually. Okay, someone is asking about compiling using Notepad. So you cannot directly compile using Notepad. You have to create the, okay, that is you have to let me check. You have to create a file. So sample.text. So and I will any editor. I will use this editor slash document class article slash begin document this test slash int document. So you have created your test file. Now what you have to do is you have to open command prompt. You have to go into cd mpe. So here you have to type latex. Okay, type latex, then sample.text. Okay, you got the file. So it will create a DVA output. So it will not create a, okay, you see it creates a DVA output. You can, this is the way you have to create documents using command prompt. But MikeText must be installed. Only if MikeText is installed, your command prompt will understand the command latex. Okay, so make sure I have answered your, make sure MikeText is installed and Notepad compiling is answered. Some person asking how many packages are there. There are many packages are there. Packages are like there are 5,844 packages are there. If you are not, try creating. He also mentioned that he is not able to use Overleaf. Try creating a simple document first. Then you can go for large documents. What are the commands used to change font of the text? That I will explain tomorrow. I think that I have covered, and it's there in the slide which I have sent you. Maybe okay, I will show you one more time. Okay, how to use a package after downloading it from CTAN. Okay, you can download a package. I will tell you the way how to download a package. So how you should download. One thing is you have to use the package in the text file and compile. It will download automatically. Or what you can do is you have to go to MyText, open MyText console. Okay. Once it opens, you can have this icon like packages. Okay, it will take some time. So these are the packages available in your CTAN. Okay, these are the packages available in your CTAN. If you want to install any package, click here, right click, install package. Okay, this will install directly from your CTAN. Okay, this is a mirror of your CTAN. There are many mirrors available. You can change the mirrors. Mirrors means it is identified based on your location. So this mirror is from China. As we are nearer to China, this mirror is showing. So this is an exact replica of your CTAN. So this is the way you can install a package manually. Okay. So that question is answered. Okay. Another question like, what if we press enter and the word goes to the next line? If it goes to the next line, also the LaTeX will consider it only as a single line. There must be a single line spacing between two paragraphs, then only it will consider it as a different paragraph. So if we have to use bullets and font color both, what command we can use? The same commands what I told for coloring you can use. It can also be used inside bulleting environment, no issues. Okay. So, okay, I have told you how to compile using Notepad. You cannot directly compile using Notepad. You can create using Notepad, and you can compile using your command prompt. Sir, can you repeat the package AMS symbol again? So I'm not doing anything with the AMS symbol package. So only this symbols is taken from this. The symbol command, the slash diamond command is taken from this AMS symbol package. Okay. So this slash diamond is coming from this AMS symbol. Okay, maths equation is critical for us. Yes, I have. Tomorrow I will begin with your mathematics, so they will see about how you can write equations. Okay, so don't worry about that. So I will be covering your mathematics equations. How can we avoid numbering the front page? That is another question. By default, LaTeX doesn't put, the book class doesn't put the page numbering for your front page. Or you can use fancy HDR package to remove the page numbering. I cannot explain each and every package in this workshop. So I show for that, that's the purpose why I showed you there are these many packages and where to find a solution. Okay, so if you have any problems, you can search the internet and find the solution. I can show you the way how to proceed. Okay, so because these many packages means each packages comes with a manual like 20-25 pages. The manual will be there. Our session is like 5 days. We are handling it for just 1.5 hours. I will not be able to handle all these packages. So I can show you what to do, and rest is you have to try it and you have to find a solution. Sir, is output possible in PDF from command prompt? Yes, it's possible. You can check online. Okay, it's possible. Okay, so the compiling using PDF LaTeX will give it will compile using text and you will get a DVA output. You can also output as PDF. There is no issues. Sir, can we make our resume using LaTeX? Yes, you can make your resume using LaTeX. I'll show you. So this is my resume, okay, which is created using LaTeX. Okay, you can see. So this resume is created using LaTeX. So this is a LaTeX file. You can have images, you can have different icons, you can have this bordering, everything you can have. So you can create any document. What document you name, you can create it using LaTeX, no problem. Okay. There are 38 questions and I have answered all the questions. Okay, so I think some of you have tried LaTeX. So some people have mailed me some questions they faced while running the program, online or offline. I have sent mail to them directly. So if you, so many things we saw today, like landscape, page, margins, formatting test, page coloring, the other thing, aligning the test. Then we saw this bullets, numbering. So everything we saw. You try it. Okay, LaTeX is like trying is very much important. You try, work it out. Have any doubts, you can ask me tomorrow during the session, or you can, I have kept the same page, that is my email ID is there. You can send me a mail. I will surely respond to your questions. Okay, so we can close the session, or we want to wait for any questions, like it is another 8 minutes are there. So I'm expecting some response from you. You want me to wait, or you want to try something, and should I wait for any questions? Okay. So there is a question like, give any example of colored document. Colored document, test coloring they will do. Page coloring they will not do, because you can take the printout in a colored paper. So that question is a little bit difficult for me to answer. I have seen test coloring, but I want to show you, you can do that also. So just for an example, I showed you that. Okay, so everyone is fine with today's presentation. So someone is asking a question like, can't download. I don't know what she meant by that. If she can type something more, I can answer. She has just typed can't download. What can't download? Is there any reference list for all LaTeX tags? As I said, you have to go to this website, search for the documentation. Okay, and you have to read that. Only that will give us AMS math. So that is a package used for typing your math symbols. You have to type, download the user guide. Okay. Then only you can. You have to download and you have to read. Then only you can know about the tags or the commands. Okay. So I'll wait for 2 or 3 more minutes. So there is another question like, in the page I am showing this, each section is differently colored. So this is created using, this is a LaTeX presentation mode. Okay, so this is created using LaTeX Beamer class. Okay, BEAMER. So Beamer class. So it is mainly, okay, used for creating presentations. So that I will show you. Okay, in the last day I will show you how to create a such document. Okay, you don't have to bother now about this. So the same question is repeating. What are the commands we need to type to change the type of font? So tomorrow I will begin the session with changing the font type. Okay, changing the font type. I have noted it. Tomorrow the session will begin with changing font type, and I will move to the math mode. So can we have practical hands-on sessions? So if it is a live meeting, means we can have practical or hands-on sessions. But this is online mode. I don't know, because it will take some time. You can have practical. That's why I'm asking. You just try it in your home. If you have any doubts, you can come tomorrow, or you can just shoot me a mail, and I'll try to answer your queries. So I think having practical sessions in between will not be possible. So as we are not able to handle the practical sessions, that's why I'm sending you the test files which I created to you, so that you can create your own test files, and you can compare it with what I have sent you, and you can check what is the error you have created. Okay, so thank you. There are no more questions. Thank you for your patience and listening to this webinar on LaTeX. So, okay, tomorrow we will begin with changing font type, okay, in a document. That is how to change the font for a particular paragraph or for a particular text, and how to change the font type for a whole document. So, we will start with that, and we will proceed to the math mode. So, once again, thank you, and everyone please stay safe. Thank you.